and that is arrow functions and ES6 methods. Alright, now change this on to 20. Now for every record has to be 20, every age, person age. So I'll do here let check every method. So here we have to do person array dot every, and I'll do person, and let's do person dot age has to be 20. Now this is not the case. Now here if I hover, determines whether all the members of an array satisfied the specified test. That means all the person age has to be 20. And if I now log it here, check every method, so you'll be getting here false. So if I go here, every is false because only one person age is 20, not all. If I make this on all as 20, now see this will be true. If I go here, now this is true because all the person age is 20. So that is the difference between some and every. Now let's move on to the next one. Next we'll be learning some more like find, and there are some other 2-3 I want to discuss. Alright, so let's learn another 5 more, although there are so many, but those will not going to discuss that in details. These all are you are going to use most of the time. So we have find, reduce, includes, index of, and find index. So for this one we'll take another array. We'll do array 3, and here what we'll do, we'll simply do 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 4 comma 5. So this is my array 3. Now what this find will do, find element, just like filter is checking all the elements in array, like that is like a order of n operation. Find will basically check the first element whenever there is a satisfied condition. So for example, let's say I want to check if this element that we are currently checking, if the element value is 1. So in this case we are having 2 1. So filter will return both the elements, but find will return the first one whenever there is a match. So let's see how that will work. So we'll do let check find method, and that is also applicable for array of object also. So we'll do array 3 dot find, and you can see that find calls the predicate once for each element in ascending order until it finds 1 where the predicate returns true. If such an element is found, it will return immediately, alright, or else it returns undefined. So we'll do here again, we'll do item. Now this also will return item comma index, but here I only want to check if the item is equal to 1. And now let's see what is happening. So I'll do here, so we'll go here, and then we'll do log check find method, save it. So you're getting 1 because there is a match. If I do this one as 100, let's see what is happening. So it's returning undefined because there is no 100. But if I make this one 1 and then change this one to filter, I'll see the difference. Filter will return an array with both the elements. So it's returning both the elements, but find is returning only one element whenever there is a match. So we'll do find. I'll add another 2 here at the end, and I want to check if the value is 2 or not. Save it. I'll see that we'll be getting 2 here because there is already a 2 at the first. So this is about find. Now then we are having reduce. Reduce is basically to use to add all of this or do any kind of operation. So for example, very simple and common interview question is that they will give you one simple array and they will tell you that add all the numbers in this array. So let's start with very simple. We'll do 1 comma 2 comma 3. We have to add all of this number, so the answer will be 6. So in this case you'll use this reduce, which will basically give you an accumulator and the current element, and also it will give you the array, and based on that you can manipulate some of the things. So we'll do let check reduce method. So here we are going to do array 3 dot reduce. Now here this will basically give you an accumulator which will keep a track, alright, or basically the previous value. You can see that it will return you the current value, also give you the current value. So this is my current, and then it will give you the index and also the array, original array. So these 4 things it will give. Now here it will also give you the initial value that you will be able to pass. So you can see that there is a initial value that you can pass, this initial value. If that is specified, then it will start accumulation using that number. If nothing, then it will basically not keep in consideration. So I'll keep this one as 0. So my initial value is 0. So that means here what I want to do, I'll do accumulator, which will basically keep a track of all the values, plus I'll do add the current element with this. Now first time this will be very difficult to understand, but first I'll log this check reduce method, save it. So you can see that we are getting 6, but how this is happening? So let's log all of this. So we'll do accumulator, we'll do current, we'll do index, and also we'll do array. Save it and let's see what is happening. See, first time accumulator is 0 because initial value is here 0, current is 1 here, index is 0, and array is your original array. Next time you added 0 1, so your accumulator is 1. Now current is 2, so current is now 2. Next time you add both 1 and 2, so it's become 3, so your accumulator is 3, and current is now 3. So 3 plus 3, it will be 6. Alright, if I add one more here, 4, so what is happening? So first time 0 1 added like this, so here 1, next is 2, it will add 1 2, so 3 plus 3, next we have 6, and then we are having 4, so 6 plus 4 we are having 10. If I change this accumulator to 100, then let's see what is happening. So first time this is already 100 because your initial value is 100. Now 100 plus 1, 100, 101 plus 2, 103, then plus 3, 106, plus 4, 110. So this is how reduce method will work. Then we are having 3 very simple but yet very effective. So you are going to use this find index and index of most of the times. So start with includes. Includes is simply will check if there is any value that exists in this array or not. So let's say I want to check whether there is a 3 value in this array or not. Simply we can do like log array3 dot includes, and I'll pass 3 here, and we'll check here includes. Save it, so it will return true. It is very simple. So the reason is because 3 is already present. What will happen if I give 300 here? So 300 is not there, right? So it will return false. So based on this, you will be able to check whether any value is present or not. Now next we are having 2 more. One is index of and find index. So index of is basically used. So here in this case, this will be used to get index of an element. The same for find index. This find index is very helpful whenever you need to find an index from an array of objects. So let's understand this one. So for example, let's say check index method. Now see this one very carefully. I have this array3, correct? Now for now you'll be able to see, okay, this one index is 0 because index starts from 0. Then we have 1, then 2 and 3. But let's say there is an unknown array, and then you want to find the index of this number 3, which is 0 1 2. So how you are going to do that? So here you need to do array3 dot index of, and here basically you have to pass the search element, that which element you want to search. So let's say I want to search the index of 3. So I'll pass 3 here and log this check index method. Save it. So you're getting 2. But what will happen if there is a number that doesn't exist in this array? So it will return -1. So it's very important concept that whenever there is a -1, that means this number is not exist. So 300 is not there. What will happen if I add this one at the end? So now the index will be 0 1 2 3 4. Save it. So now index is 4, correct? Same way you will be able to use the find index. So let's see how that will work. So let check find index method. So here you need to use array3 dot find index. So this will be a basically method. So here I'll take any name like item, and here I will pass if item is equal to 300. That means I want to find the index of this item where the item value is 300. Log this check find index method. Save it. So you're getting the same result. So it's coming 4. What will happen if I give this one 3000? So 3000 is not present. So it will return -1. Same concept. Alright. This can be very helpful whenever you'll be having any array of objects.